Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I will be doing a soak off on one of my clients, and please note this is not my work. She got her nails done at the beginning of June, so these are like 2 months old basically. So the first step what we're going to do is cut down the nails. Now usually I would do this with a nail clipper, but I could not find it, so I had to use a pair of nippers. Still does the same thing, and the reason why we cut down the nails first is because it's just extra work to have to file all that down when it's just going to come off in the first place. And as you see, I flipped the nail over because my client wanted to keep her natural nails, so I wanted to make sure I did not accidentally cut down her natural nail. So that's why I had her flip her hands over so I could see. So I'll come back when I get ready for the next step. Alright you guys, so now I'm going in with a extra coarse drill bit. I got this bit from Amazon, and what I'm doing is just taking off the gel polish as well as trying to thin down the acrylic some. It just makes the process easier when soaking off. And also underneath there is a McCart dust collector that I love because it helps keep my station nice and clean and free of dust. So as you see, I'm just going in, starting off at the back of the nail and just making sure I keep my drill bit moving, because if we don't, it will cause a ring of fire, which is very uncomfortable for the client because it heats up your nail and it makes your nail burn, and that's not fun. So I'm just kind of filing it down some. The acrylic was laid thin, so I didn't want to take it down too much. So really I'm just removing the gel polish and some of the acrylic there. I'm going to do the same thing for her other hand as well. Alright, so now I have her soaking in 100% acetone. And this bowl right here I got from Walmart. And what it is actually a heater. And it just warms up the acetone some. And it makes the process, to me, I feel like it's a lot faster. The heated acetone just seems to melt off the acrylic a lot faster than it just being in a regular glass bowl. And you can do this in a glass bowl too, but I like to cut my time. So I have her just soaking in a warm acetone bath, if you will. And as you see, I have my cuticle pusher here that I'm just scraping off the excess acrylic down to just scraping off the acrylic, y'all. It's very simple and straightforward. And then in the next scene, you see me going in with a extra coarse drill bit, just thinning down that acrylic some more. Like I said at the beginning, if I would have taken that time to actually thin it down, very thin, I wouldn't have to alternate and go back and forth, but I did. So that's what I'm doing here, is just going in, just thinning down that acrylic some more. So right here what I'm doing is just kind of going in with a 80 grit hand file and just reshaping the nails. And I'll actually go over the top of the nail as well if I see any excess acrylic on it. Like in this shot right here, she had a little bit of acrylic still left on the tip of her nail. And a little bit later on, you'll see me go in with the buffer, and that's just removing some of the razor thin, acrylic that was still left on her nails. Now I will say her thumbnails did give me a lot of trouble. The acrylic just did not want to come off. I think just because of how her thumb was positioned in the bowl, that it actually wasn't submerged in the acetone. But you'll see me later on go in and do some extra filing. Alright, so here's the last bit of filing. I'm going in with my Kiara Sky 5-in-1 drill bit right here, and this is the fine grit one because I'm really close to her natural nail and I didn't want to use my extra coarse drill bit. I think I have this one on the speed of 12 RPMs, and on the extra coarse one, I had it on I want to say that was the speed of 23. I had that one up kind of high. But yeah, but when you get down to closer to the natural nail, of course, you don't want to have it at a high speed. So I'm just going in with my cuticle pusher, just making sure that all of the acrylic is indeed removed. And I'll come back with the last step. So right here, I'm just buffing off the last little bit of acrylic that's on her nails, as well as just making sure the nails are nice and smooth. And this client just booked a soak off, so she's not going to get a full set. So I'm going to go in with the cuticle oil just to replenish the natural oils that's in her on her nail bed. And also it just looks a lot better than having, the acetone dry spots there. So here's the final result right here. And thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank y'all. See you on the next video.